Hey y'all, welcome back to Boxing Conversations with Swaggy. Today we are gonna be talking about the fight between Conor Benn and Regis Prograis. This is gonna be a very great matchup. It's gonna be very tricky for Conor Benn because Regis Prograis is a former world champion and he's a very formidable fighter. He fought very well in his last fight against Jojo Diaz, although many people said that his legs are not the same, he is aging, this, that, and the third. But nonetheless, I feel like Prograis is gonna be a very good matchup. Actually, he's gonna be a very great step up for Conor Benn. You know, it's gonna be a very great step up considering the fact that Regis Prograis is a two-time world champion. The last time he held a title was when he was fighting against Devin Haney. He held the 140 title, which is the lightweight division. In a fight which he lost against Devin Haney, he got dropped in. Devin Haney was just more superior, you know. Devin Haney was just more superior. Devin Haney proved that he can box and he can also fight when necessary, but for the most part he's a boxer, you know. So yeah, this is gonna be a very great step up for Conor Benn. The other reason that I'm saying that it's gonna be a very great step up for Conor Benn is because during the period when Terence Bud Crawford was still in top rank, the era when Errol the Truth Spence was a unified welterweight world champion, the era when Floyd was a world champion, Regis Prograis was putting belt to ass, bro. I won't lie. Regis Prograis was once my favorite prospect, you know, upcoming prospect. Like, he was knocking people clean out. Was a power puncher. He was a one-punch knockout artist. But I never followed him that much during his illustrious career. But all I can say is that this is going to be a very great matchup for Conor Benn because Prograis is a great customer. I won't lie to y'all. Conor Benn should take Prograis seriously, like very seriously. The reason why I'm not talking that much about Conor Benn is because I think we all know what he brings to the table. We saw him in his fights against Chris Eubank Jr. He lost the first fight. It was very competitive, you know. He lost it, but it was a great matchup, you know. Eubank was the better fighter. Eubank had experience, and you can say the same about Prograis. You know, this fight would be similar to Benn versus Eubank 1 because Prograis and Eubank are at the tail end of their respective boxing careers. You know, we know that obviously Conor Benn won the second fight. You know, he won on points. Any fight which many people are saying that, nah, he beat a weight-trained Eubank. I'm one of those people. One thing that you guys have to understand is that I will not say what you guys expect me to say. I will say what I feel like saying as a boxing fan. So you don't have to take everything I say to heart. There's a video that I made the other day. Someone said that I should not say a boxer has a glass jaw. If that's how I feel, then I'm sorry. That's how I feel. I won't change how I should analyze things. You know, I believe that it's a free world and people are entitled to their own opinions. So yeah, even Regis Prograis, he's a tough customer, but once you land clean on him, you know. You can possibly drop him. He got hurt in multiple fights. In his fight against Devin Haney, Haney dropped him. He got hurt in his last fight against Jojo Diaz. You know, Jojo Diaz almost knocked him out, but I won't lie, I was impressed by how Regis Prograis was fighting. I was impressed by how he was using angles. He did not look shell-shocked or look like a shell of himself or look like he is done. No, Prograis is definitely not done. He's not done. That's one thing I can say. Regis Prograis can fight, he can box, he has hand speed, but yeah, he has had a long career. And as I was saying, I was once a fan of his, so if that version of him shows up, then it's gonna be a very long night for Conor Benn. But I think Conor Benn will stop this version of Regis Prograis. But if he is not on his P's and Q's and he takes Prograis lightly, he might get outboxed. He might get outboxed or even get caught. Because remember, Prograis was once a knockout artist. I'm telling y'all, during the era of Bud Crawford, when he was on top rank, Errol Spence, when he was unified, Floyd Mayweather, when he was still fighting, and when he was still pound for pound number one. Prograis has been around, and he's not a two-time world champion for nothing. So Conor Benn should be on his P's and Q's. Otherwise, I got Conor Benn by stoppage, because Conor Benn is a pressure cooker. He comes forward. I haven't seen much of a difference in his fight against Chris Eubank and his previous fights, but in his most recent fight, he was bobbing and weaving, using great basics, the old school style, like he was fighting like the likes of Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran, your pressure cookers, your warriors. That's how Conor Benn fights. He's not a slick boxer, if I can say that. Yes, he does know how to be slick, but that's not his style. I don't know if you guys will understand that, but yeah. So yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Got more content on the way. Appreciate y'all.
Southpaw, the most factual and funniest, hands down. Wouldn't mind if I upload. I wouldn't mind if you upload every second. All love, Southpaw TV. Thank you, Mr. Boxing Conversation with Swaggy. I like your channel too. You got a dope channel. I see your shit.
Box Conversation with Swaggy. What's up, family? Salute to South Africa.